Yo, what is happening? My name is Afton and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Let's Play series. This is episode 24 and guys, today we're gonna be transforming this right here. This is our auto unloader which we built in episode 8, which of course we used to auto unload all of our wood right into our sawmill, which is super convenient. The only problem being that this Giga truck that we made in the last episode just straight up does not fit. And now this Giga truck is completely stuck. I literally can't move, which means, yeah, I think this auto unloader is definitely due for an upgrade. So yeah, with that said, let's get straight into upgrading this auto unloader. Okay, so let's start off by getting this Giga truck out of the way. Oops, looks like I just ran over 2 innocent people with my massive truck. Sorry, I couldn't see you guys. Good luck paying the hospital bills. There we go, we got the Giga truck out of the way, and only 2 people got severely injured. Nice! So yeah, now we are ready to start tearing this thing apart. Alrighty guys, I got all of the neon wires in this nice little pile. I'm not going to keep them there, that's just a temporary spot. But now I'm just gonna go ahead and remove all of these wires out of the way. Looks like this guy wants some money to cover the hospital bills. Go away, I don't have any money. And just like that guys, all of the logic is out of the way. Never mind. Okay, 1 second. And there we go, all of the logic has been stripped off of this current unloader, which means we can start building out the new one. Now something really quick that I want to mention, if you have an auto unloader, I want you to do me a favor, go ahead and check if it is a 1/3 wedge right here, and if that is the case, destroy that, okay? You want to be using 1/4 wedges. The only reason I didn't on this one is because this was the edge of the base before we expanded the land, so this was all of that I could really fit onto the base, but now I can finally go ahead and swap these out for 1/4 wedges, and finally my truck won't get stuck every single time. There we go guys, we have gone ahead and removed all of those wedges, and I'm going to actually put these off to the side. I'm not sure why they were there, but they're actually going to be pretty handy later on. And I'm also going to just go ahead and do the same for the entire frame. And wowee, there is a lot of lag. And I just looked over to see what's causing it. And yeah, that'll do it for sure. Oh my gosh, there's 2 people speaking emoji in chat. What does that mean? I think this guy is trying to beg for money. But he's using emojis. And then this guy is just trying to say hello insanely enthusiastically, I think. Okay guys, so I have relocated all of the things around the conveyor, so now we have just a bare conveyor. Very nice. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to extend this conveyor all the way out about to around about here, I think will be good. So that's gonna be probably double the length. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get about 7 or 8 conveyors, and that should be good. Okay, so that is 8 conveyors. Let's go ahead and take these back to the base, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start placing them in. Okay, that is 8 conveyors placed down. Let's go ahead and switch all of these to go the right direction, and there we go. Okay, now we're gonna need to get some walnut wood, which luckily, if you come over here, you'll see that all of this wood over here has been cleared out, and that is actually because in between episodes, Jab and another guy named Noble decided to go ahead and help me out a little bit, and they processed all of my wood into these bins. Looks like there has been a little bit of a spillage over here, but yeah, you guys can see there is a lot. We got 1x1 units of this walnut wood and then a ton of koa wood, which of course, as always, we're gonna use a ton of for this build. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of this walnut wood, and I'm getting a little bit sluggish in terms of frame rate. That's probably just because of how much wood we have. We have so much wood, guys. Oh my gosh, oh the lag. Ooh, that was a big lag spike. Alrighty guys, that should do it for now. Ooh, the lag. Okay, let's get away from that area. It is so laggy over there. Now we're just gonna go ahead and start placing in some of these wedges 4 wide, and we're just gonna go all the way up I think 5 long. Yep, that's looking like it will be 5 long. So that is perfect. We got that all the way to the point that it starts overhanging the conveyor. So that's good. Let's just go ahead and fill those all in. And that should be the last piece, and there we go. We have successfully filled in the ramp for this, so that is good. So now I'm going to go ahead and place the hatches that I moved over here back into their spot. They're gonna be a little bit wider than on the previous auto unloader. Oh my gosh, no, don't get dynamite. Let's make sure we don't have perms for this guy. Okay, good. I don't want another nuke situation like what happened in the last episode. That sucked. And in case it wasn't obvious, we are going to need more hatches. Yeah, we have just run out of hatches. So yeah, we're definitely going to need some more. Now I do want to go ahead and test to make sure that this new ramp is going to be problem free. And yeah, it does look like it is going to be pretty problem free. I'm not getting stuck at all. You do need to make sure that you're centered though, otherwise you're gonna fall into the middle because it is a little bit more wide. I was kind of thinking that we might need the extra width for our Giga truck, but probably not actually now that I'm thinking about it. So I'm just going to move this in one, sir. You moved right into the wrong place at the wrong time. Okay, let's do the other side, I guess. Okay, I've finished this side. This guy has not moved though. Place that one down. Okay, he moved. Okay, good. Oh my gosh, what are you doing over there? You're knocking my wood off of my freaking shelves. What the heck, bro? Alrighty guys, so we got all of the hatches in place. We are going to need extra hatches. And in case you're wondering why I'm making this so long, it's just in case we ever have trailers. I want it to be really, really long so that I can have extra space for trailers. Because right now, with the amount of hatches that we had in the previous design, I could only fit one single truck. And the fit was pretty tight, so yeah. Now with this new design, we are going to need to actually destroy all of these because we're going to be using 1/4 wedges instead of 1/3 wedges, which means we are going to need some frost wood. Oh my gosh, this guy is making emoji threats. What the heck, dude? That's scary. Okay guys, so we're gonna need some more hatches. We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... I'm gonna say 7 times 2 because we have 2 sides, so that's gonna be 14 hatches. So yeah, the ferry is currently right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just spawn a regular truck. I don't think we're gonna need a Giga truck for that. Alrighty guys, we are on the ferry. Let's just go ahead and check when Hoover departs. When do you next run? Okay, 2 minutes and 43 seconds. So we're just gonna chill on the boat for that long. Alrighty guys, we are at the other side. The only slight issue is, yeah, that right there. It is now night, which means that Link's logic is closed, which means we're not gonna be able to get any hatches until it opens. So while I'm waiting, I'm just gonna go ahead and edit this video until it opens. Okay, Link's Logic has just barely opened, which means we can go ahead and purchase a ton of hatches. Okay, so I just bought an extra 6, which means we now have 18 hatches. That should definitely do us. And of course, each and every one of those hatches is going to need a wire in order to be hooked up. So let's go ahead and grab a bunch of wires as well. So that's 9, and that's another 9, totaling 18 wires. So that should be a wire for every hatch, which is exactly what we need. Of course, we're not actually going to use all 18 of our hatches, but we are going to need extra wires for other things. For example, we're going to need to automate the Giga Truck spawner, and for that, we're going to need some signal delays. And I'll just go ahead and pick up some signal sustains just so that we can increase the sustain. So yeah, those will be really, really handy. And yeah, we're definitely going to need a lot more wires. Might as well get them from Link's Logic because it is so unbelievably easy to purchase them from here since they're so close to the counter. I'm also gonna go ahead and grab some buttons just in case we want to use them for more options when auto unloading. Like if I want a vault truck or a Giga truck or just a regular truck, maybe even a small truck. I want to have the option to spawn whatever I want from the auto unloader. Alrighty, I wasn't keeping track, but I'm gonna venture to guess that probably costed us a lot of money. Let's get all of these onto the base before I lose connection and lose all of them. Oh, no, 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 no. We went over quite the bump and a few just spilled out. Alrighty, let's get these over here. Now we can go ahead and place down all of these hatches. Okay, that is all of the hatches. Wow, that is so super long. That should be good enough for a truck and a trailer for sure. Now I'm gonna place a short smooth wall on its side like that, and that should give me a pretty good indicator of the spacing. So it's gonna be 6 studs in between each of these posts. So that should be good. We're just gonna alternate between those. Yeah, we're gonna just repeat that process all the way up until about right here. I'm kind of debating whether I want to do something different right here or not. So for now, we're just going to leave it how it is. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and destroy all of these short smooth walls. We have to make this look smooth. So I'm just gonna rotate that in. That actually worked out really well. That was pretty easy. Just go ahead and fill that in. Yeah, now we're gonna just go ahead and place in some of these and fill in that little gap, and that should be everything. And actually we have the perfect amount of wood for this. So there we go. Now that is looking really nice. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill all of these in. And now we gotta do the same on the other side. So we do have to rotate that piece in again. It's like that. That was pretty easy. Again, place that in. And I don't think there's any chance I'm gonna be able to rotate this in at all. Unfortunately, if I try, it's just too high up. I have an idea. Let's go ahead and fill in one of these short smooth walls and place it right here and then rotate it. Oh my gosh, that totally worked. I should have done that for the other side. You know what? I'm actually going to do that for the other side because that's going to save us a lot of wood. Now you may be wondering why I'm a little bit worried about saving wood, and that's just because I want to save data size. I don't want to run out of data size. With that done, I went ahead and I filled in the rest of the little pegs. I'm gonna fill in these gaps underneath the hatches real quick with these skinny smooth walls that we had from the previous auto unloader. And there we go. All of these gaps have been filled in, so now this auto unloader is actually looking pretty nice. Now I'm placing in some wedges like so, and this will kind of expand the building out a little bit extra. I'm hoping this will give the Giga truck a little bit more space so that it'll fit. We'll have to test it out though, so I'm going to go ahead and fill all of these in and see if that works, and if it does, we're gonna just go ahead and copy it down for the rest of the poles. So let's just go ahead and spawn in our Giga truck, and now we gotta test if the Giga truck is actually going to make it inside of here. Oh, it's a little bit hard to get up there because of the added weight. It looks like we do have sufficient clearance on both sides to actually get on and off of the auto unloader with the Giga truck, which is exactly what I wanted. Now it is a little bit rough going backwards, but let's be honest, when am I gonna go backwards with the Giga truck on this auto unloader? Probably not very often, and if I do, it's not gonna be that big of a deal to really need to fix anything. What is that? Oh, there's a piece of wood right here. Why is it so thin? Why is it, what? Okay, I guess there was just a piece of wood that was just buried in the ground for some reason. I guess we'll go ahead and use that. So yeah, we're just gonna basically copy this all the way down for each and every one of these poles. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so much walnut wood. We're definitely gonna have to grab some more walnut wood in a bit. Okay, this is the last piece of wood that I have, and we're gonna have to grab some more walnut wood. Also, just so that we can get some of these wires out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and wire up all of the hatches real quick with some of these wires. Okay guys, I wired up all of these hatches, so they are all wired up. That'll make it really nice when we go ahead and start wiring things. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and take our Giga truck and take it across the bridge. We're gonna need some walnut wood. Now, since I can't fit the Giga truck across the bridge with this back piece, I'm just gonna go ahead and respawn it over here. That way we can make it across the bridge. Of course, that's gonna make it so we can fit less wood, but you know, we would have to close the thing anyways, which probably would mean that we would have to fit less wood. So I think it's good that we're removing that. So yeah, now we can just go ahead and fit our truck right underneath the bridge. And I'm just gonna go ahead and grab some wood real quick. As always, I have my trusty gingerbread axe on me, which can just absolutely destroy all of these trees from a crazy distance. Okay guys, that should be sufficient for now. Let's get this all back to the base and chopped up. We do have to manually unload this truckload right now because we don't have anything wired up. And just like that, we got a ton of walnut wood going through the system, just super nice. I put a little bit over off to the side just so that we don't overload the system. But yeah, so far so good. Luckily, there's not a ton of lag in this server, so yeah, this thing is actually very efficient right now. Alright, that should be all of the wood processed out besides these pieces which I kind of put off to the side so that we can cut them up later because it's kind of a good idea not to cut up too much at once. I did get this side finished, so we just gotta finish this other side. Let me real quick just once again verify that we're gonna have enough space for the Giga truck. And yeah, that is looking really nice. So far we haven't really gotten stuck. Alright, that is all of the posts pretty much complete up to the point that I wanted to complete them at least. And yeah, now it kind of looks like my auto unloader has ribs. Yeah, it's a little bit strange. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some skinny smooth walls and I'm going to place them across the top of each side. Okay, now we have all of those skinny smooth walls on the top. We're actually going to double layer these though, so I'm going to place another layer like so. And yeah, it looks like we are soon to run out of this walnut wood, so I'm going to get some more running. Okay, there we go. We have double layered both sides, so now they stick out one stud extra. Now the next step is going to require 1,000 of these tiny floors, so we're just going to place an absolute monstrous mountain of them right here. Okay, I've always wanted to try driving my truck into a pile of blueprints, so we're gonna try it right now. Okay, I got stuck. That was pathetic. Okay, moving on. Anyways, I'm just gonna place these directly in line with each post. I'm just gonna rotate my truck out of here. I'm kind of stuck. Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. Okay guys, I have put a little peg on pretty much every spot where the posts meet the skinny smooth walls on top of the posts. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. Now above each and every one of those pegs, I'm just gonna add another small floor. Like I said, it's gonna be a lot of small floors. Okay, I got a small floor on top of each and every one of those pegs. And now we're basically just going to do another layer of these skinny smooth walls on their sides, except one stud outwards. And there we go, we got the next row of those skinny smooth walls on top, and that is looking really nice. And now we just gotta do another peg for every single time these posts meet this skinny smooth wall line, just like so. Okay, that is the last peg, and yeah, it is looking really nice actually. I really like how it's turned out. Now it's time to start thinking about the roof. Now for the roof, we're gonna need some koa wood, which luckily we have an insane amount. That is so much. I'm actually going to take from over here. It's kind of overflowed so much that it's spilled into the cherry wood area. I don't know why that's not activating right there, but yeah, let's go ahead and grab some of these. And oh my gosh, that is the amount of koa wood that I got just from clearing out these 2 bins full of koa wood, because we had so much koa wood it overflowed into the other bins, and yeah, that is insane. We just have so much. It's barely even fitting over here in the koa wood bin. Alrighty guys, so I placed down a bunch of 4/4 wedges, and we're gonna start off the roof by placing them one stud on each side away from the edge, like so. And I'm gonna place the other one mirroring that. Now we're gonna take some 4/3 wedges and place them upside down, and take some more 4/3 wedges and place them on top upright, and then do some more upside down 4/3 wedges like so. Whoa, my truck just did a flip for a second. And we're just gonna place down some more like so. And now we gotta take some 1/1 wedges actually. We're gonna place these right here. and right here. Now I'm gonna place down 3 short smooth walls, fill those in, and place them on top of each other in this gap to fill it in. And finally, we're gonna cap it off with some 1/3 wedges, like so. Now, like we did for this roof over here, I'm just going to place down a short smooth wall right here and a short smooth wall over here, and we're basically just going to repeat the exact same thing we did for the first one, but now 1 stud up. Just like that. And now we're just gonna alternate between this one and this one for the entire line. Just like that. Ooh, that was a lot of koa wood, guys. I even had to get some more. Just Good had some. So that was super, super nice. But yeah, guys, if you come over here, you guys can see that all of that koa wood that we had, just like that giant mountain, is now completely gone. And it's all in this roof over here, which is crazy. Now, I haven't really decided what I want to do right here. I feel like I want to do something different, which kind of deviates from my original plan a little bit. So I'm going to try to figure that out. For now, I'm going to stop recording for the day, and I'll see you once I come up with an idea for right over here. Alrighty, guys, so I think I've come up with a little bit of a design for what to put here. So in order to do that, I'm going to need to grab some elm wood real quick. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spawn a Giga truck real quick. And yeah, let's go ahead and grab some elm wood. Alrighty, guys, right over here looks like a decent tree. So let's go ahead and chop it down. Ooh, that's a big tree. Oh, that's good. And that, my friends, was the point in this hour-long piece of raw footage that I muted my mic and forgot to unmute it. And thus, the rest of this entire clip is completely silent. So I guess I'll just have to take the highlights from it and voice over all of it. Please enjoy. Why? Okay, guys, it's time for a voiceover segment to cover up my YouTubing mistakes. Yay! Let's just chop up this tree and sawmill it and sell some things to Noble for like 95k. That should be good. And there we go. Now I'm going to build the building around my sawmill to break things up. And wowee! Would you look at that? We have some archways, and I'm going to outline those with wires to make it look like they're windows when they're actually not. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You thought those were windows. They're not. I want to be able to control the sawmill, but if I put windows there, they'd get in the way and make it really hard to adjust the sawmill. So we're not putting windows there. Man, if only everyone was as smart as me in the real world. Like, if only they would just put window frames but no glass on buildings, they could save so much money because glass is expensive, I think. You wouldn't have to use glass. You could just put the window frames. Why don't people do that? Okay, so now I'm gonna add a roof and a little dormer here, and I definitely didn't lose all the rest of the footage for the roof. So now I'm just attaching the sawmill house to the auto unloader pavilion thing, and bam! That's looking good. There's no holes anymore. There's no gaps. Okay, so now I'm gonna fill these gaps in with countertops. I'm not exactly sure which wood to use, but I'm thinking cherry wood because it looks dope, and Jab agrees, so we're going with that. Alright, there we go. Now let's make all of these boring squares into beautiful archways. Isn't that just the greatest thing you've ever seen in your life? Now we need to light it all up, and I'm terrible at lighting, so I just did lines. Then me and Jab spent like 30 minutes trying to decide how to do the icewood wedges, and eventually decided on covering up the wires with posts and then doing ice wedges behind. And would you look at that? It's been like 3 hours. That's right. I definitely did not forget to unmute my mic, even after realizing it was muted and explaining that I would have to do a voiceover for the hour-long clip, and then proceeded to film 2 more hours of progress with my mic muted the whole time. I definitely didn't do that. Yeah, I didn't do that. You definitely didn't just barely watch 2 extra hours of progress. Anyways, back to the video, because I guess I actually remembered to unmute this time. It only took 3 hours. Man, that must be another world record. I'm on a roll. Okay, I'm unmuted now. I just realized that I wasn't recording audio that whole time. Bad news, guys. I think I've lost my marbles. But that's okay. Okay, so I did some things. Unfortunately, you didn't get too much details on what happened because I wasn't recording audio. But this building is pretty cool. We have a little bit of a block here. You guys will have to wait until next episode to see why there is a random cube on the top of this roof. But anyways, over here, what I've most recently been doing is I've been putting in posts with Jab over here. So there are a bunch of posts that have been glitched into the wires. If you see right behind here, you guys can see there is wires right here. The reason we're putting posts in here is just so that we can hide the fact that when we put in some 2/4 wedges against these hatches, you guys can see that it just becomes blue, and I felt like that wouldn't really fit the aesthetic that we're going for. It would look a little bit weird to have just a random blue stripe down here, so we decided to go ahead and hide that all, so that's super nice. We don't have a lot of ice wood left though, so we are going to have to grab some. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in what I can. And yep, that was the last of the ice wood, so we're gonna have to go grab some more. Alright, Jab, let's go grab some ice wood real quick. Looks like, yeah, Jab has a few pieces over here, which is pretty nice. That's not ice wood, that's a snowmobile. Okay, over here though, we do have a bunch of ice wood, so let's grab a few pieces. I'll just send Jab 25k for all of that. So yeah, now it's time to go take this all back over to our base and get it all processing out. That didn't work. Actually, it's probably a good thing that it didn't work. I just realized there's like thousands of blueprints that this would have filled in on accident, which would not have been good. So yeah, I'm getting this all processing out, and hopefully that'll be enough to fill in the rest of these blueprints. Looks like you got yourself into a bit of a predicament. Oh, he got up. Okay, cool. Dude, I'm standing here. What the heck? Okay. Jab thinks it should be enough. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left to fill in. So hopefully we just need 10 more pieces. Okay, guys, we just have 2 more blueprints to fill in. Looks like Jab is going to get them, and that should be all of the ice wedges completely filled. So yeah, that is looking really nice. You guys can see that now if wood falls onto these ice wedges, they will just fall straight down onto the conveyors, which is super nice. And we got some plug-in ports right here. If you guys can see right here, we have some wires right here, so we can plug in this entire row with just this little port right here, which is super nice. That'll be good for when we actually wire this thing up, but right now we just have it up to a lever just so that we can test everything. But yeah, that is looking really nice. Let's close it up and see how it looks. Yeah, that's looking really cool. Alright, that should be pretty much everything, to be honest, in terms of building, although we do have this little attic space right up here that's pretty unfinished. I might do something with it in the next episode, but for now, what we need to focus on is actually getting this thing working. So we're gonna need hookups for pretty much every single car in the game. So we have the Giga truck, we have this utility vehicle, and then we have the utility vehicle XL over here. I want to be able to respawn any truck from my auto unloader, so yeah, that will include this truck over here as well. So essentially we're just gonna need a massive interface of tons of buttons right here. So yeah, I'm gonna start off by seeing what the best place to put a button interface will be. Let's get our truck right up to here, I think will be good. That's where we want it to block out. I'm just gonna place a little smooth wall right here and then destroy that one. And that should block the car from going any further, so that will be super nice. That way we don't end up driving onto our sawmill. Just gonna place down some tiles like so. Now we're gonna need some buttons. So yeah, up top, I'm gonna have my most used trucks. I think that I'm gonna do the Giga truck right here, and then probably the regular truck right here, and then the smaller trucks right here. Something I did kind of realize is we might want to have a button right here for the Giga truck, actually, because that's where the camera's gonna be. Since we have so much in the way, this is where I'm going to have my camera if I'm using the Giga truck, although it's kind of hard to reach from here. Might want to make it a little bit closer, like so. Yeah, that's a little bit better. If we're gonna do that, I'm going to move these over as well, just to make everything nice and centered. And there we go. So if I'm driving up here with a Giga truck, this should be super easy to press. And then with any other truck, I'll usually have my camera right here, which if I wasn't in a Giga truck, I would be able to see the buttons. Let's grab a regular truck to show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, you guys can see that I can press these buttons super easily. I'm going to go ahead and fill in these back panels with some oak wood like so. And yeah, that's looking really nice. So now it's time to implement the sustains. I'm just getting them all to the maximum sustain so that we can sustain it for as long as we need. And the sustains are basically just going to be hooked up to every single button, and they're just going to keep all of the hatches open for a long period of time. That way all of the wood can trickle down onto the conveyors. It will have plenty of time to do that, and then after it's been enough time, they will all close for the next time I want to reload. Okay guys, so me and Jeb have come up with a pretty clever idea. So you guys can see I have put up 9 signal sustains up here in the attic over here, and they will be pretty easy to adjust if I ever need to adjust them. But basically we have 9 signal sustains up here. But yeah, over here we have also put in a ladder right here. So there are 2 ladders right here, and in between each of the ladder spokes there is a gap, and there is 9 gaps total for all of these, which is actually perfect because we have 9 signal sustains. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually take some of these orange neon wires and we're gonna place them right in between the gap right here. Alrighty guys, so we have run out of wires, so we're gonna have to grab some more neon wires. Now luckily Jab has that massive bridge over here that we can use, so let's go ahead, let's grab him real quick. And yeah, let's go ahead and use this massive bridge to go grab some neon wires. Let's try not to get hit by Hoover. Careful. Yep, no, it's fine, he's going off in that direction. We're fine. He's about to switch directions though, but we had plenty of time. Alright, so we're over at the tropics. We just need to go grab a ton of wires. He says we need 6. Might as well stock up even more than that though. Let's go ahead and buy all of these. Alrighty guys, that should be good enough for now. Let's just go ahead and return. So, my gosh, is this door bridge so convenient. Super, super nice. Yeah, it saves about 15 minutes. I agree. This is so convenient. Thanks to Jab for letting me use his bridge as always. And yeah, let's get these all back to the base. Alrighty, there we go. So let's get all of these in their places. You guys can see that we got 3 in. We just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. I'll start on this side and we can meet up in the middle. Okay, I don't know what Jab's doing back there. That's not quite right. He's probably gonna fix it. Alright, there we go. Yep, that is looking super nice. Alrighty guys, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to basically take a wire from the in-between point of each and every one of these signal sustains, and we're just going to wire them directly up to a neon wire, just like that. And we're basically just gonna repeat that for every single one of them. Alrighty guys, that is all of the wires hooked up. It looks pretty cool, to be honest. Okay, Jab is going to test it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yes, it's working. I think. Yes. Oh, that is so sick. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so basically what that's doing is it's showing how much time you have left until the hatches close again, which is super cool. Oh my gosh, that is such a cool upgrade. We'll hook every single one of these buttons up to that system and then also to their corresponding truck spawner. Okay, now I'm gonna take a wire across all the way as far as it can reach. Wow, that is a lot further than I thought it would be able to reach. Nice. Okay. So that's gonna go to there, and then we just need to take it all the way down, and then we need to just take it up to a convenient place to hook it up. I'm thinking probably right there would be good. And what happened to my wire? Jab, did you move it? Okay, let's try that again. Just place that down right there. Okay, now we're gonna see how it looks to have a gloomy painting glitched into all of these wires. Alrighty guys, we have just put in the painting, and yeah, there's a bunch of wires sticking into it. I don't know how that looks, but let's go ahead and see how it looks from this side. Yeah, you can't see anything through it anymore, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know if I'll keep it. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. It's just a painting with a bunch of wires sticking into it. So whatever, I'll just keep it for now. You guys will have to let me know in the comments whether or not you like the gloomy painting. The main thing is that you can't see through anymore, whereas before you could see right through. Alrighty guys, next we need to actually automate this Giga truck spawner. So to do that, we're gonna need to grab some signal delays, which I bought earlier. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place a button probably right here. That way I can just press the button and then everything will happen, and then the truck will just scoop me up because I'll likely be standing right here, which is where the chair will be. And now we just need to go ahead and automate everything. So let's put down the signal delays. I'm making the big mistake of doing this all by memory, which, as you guys will recall from the last episode, did not work out very well when we tried to actually build this Giga truck spawner, so we'll see how it goes. So now I'm gonna go ahead and wire everything up. And by the way guys, if you are trying to follow along, do yourself a favor and please don't. I'm doing this all by memory, so watch the tutorial. Link should be on the card right now. I'll even cut out the part where I struggled to wire this up, so there's no chance of you trying to follow along, because it's not going to go very well for you if you try. Okay guys, good news. That went a lot smoother than I was actually thinking it would. Definitely went very, very smoothly. Anyways guys, now if I click this button, you guys should see the Giga truck should automatically assemble. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Gullible Pro Killer 1, you're a genius for coming up with this. Okay, looks like Jab has successfully hooked all of the hatches up to the timer, so that is super awesome. Let's watch it as it closes once it gets to the last bit. There it goes. That's so cool. So awesome. Okay guys, so in theory, when I press this button, yeah, it definitely does scoop me up, which is awesome. And I can just move this basic door, press B, and that's not supposed to happen. Let's move this wire over a little bit. Okay, let's see how this works. I'm standing right here, I get scooped up, I move this, press B, and yeah, now it's working well. Alright, so now I gotta figure out how I'm going to make it only spawn a vault truck and only spawn a mega truck from the same spawner, which is going to be pretty tricky. I don't know if I necessarily need to do a mega truck. I don't really use a mega truck that often, and if I do, I could just spawn a giga truck and then just respawn these two things. I can try to make the auto vault truck though. That will definitely come in handy. So for that, we're gonna need another button. And I'll just place it right above the Giga truck. Looks like Jab left his bridge down, so I'm gonna need some signal delays. I'm just gonna go ahead and go across his bridge and just hope that he doesn't lift the bridge while I'm on it. The thrill of not telling him I'm going to use his bridge. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh shoot. Oh no. Why am I not dying? Okay. What the heck? Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, I might actually lose all of my axes. Oh gosh, we are so close to dying. Oh no. Shoot. How are we gonna get all those axes back? That didn't go well. What the heck? Dude. Okay. I'm an idiot. Okay, retrieval process. Where are my axes? They're somewhere down here. Okay, there's one. No. Okay, that didn't work. 1 second. Oh, there's one. We got the mini axe back. Now for some reason I can't. This freaking thing doesn't work. I don't know why. Okay, we're gonna have to hold the top bar until we heal. Oh my gosh. So, by the way guys, if you don't know, I'm just holding the top bar, and that's basically making the game think that I'm just like not there, so it's not taking away any health. It's pretty cool. At some point we need to release. Okay. Go. Okay, that's enough. We're gonna die if we go any longer. Okay, it's been long enough. Go, 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 go. Okay, there we go. We got it. Okay, mini axe has been saved. Now we need to get the rest of them. Okay, there we go. One axe down, and that wasn't even one that's submerged. I'm just gonna go ahead and reset real quick. Get back to the center of my base. Grab this truck real quick and go backwards. All right, full force into the water, and oh no, there's still a truck there. Oh gosh, it's in the way. I can't get close enough. Okay, let's not get too many trucks in the way. And I'm just gonna reset, and I'm just gonna respawn these trucks. This is such a headache. Why did I do that? Oh, looks like Jab has grabbed my mini axe and brought it back, so that's handy. Let's just get that onto the base. And now it's time to go try to grab another axe. So it's definitely best to go backwards off of this cliff, because you just like pretty much never fall. Okay, let's get the light on and see what we can grab. Okay, no, okay, there we go. One axe down. Awesome. Okay, back to the base. So that's 2 axes down. Okay, back down into the water. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're gonna get that blue steel axe back. Like so, and actually there is no way for me to get another axe because I can't dequip it. Okay, I think I have one more axe left. Rescue attempt number... I've lost count, honestly. It's been a lot of rescue attempts, but so far we've gotten back 2-3 axes. So yeah, I think we only had 4, to be honest, which is good news because I don't like doing this. It's very stressful. Okay. Let's get this back. Can we do that? There we go. Okay, I got it. Okay, we need to get into... There we go. Okay, we got it. Okay. Oh, we got him. Let's just drop it here and reset. Alrighty, so I've just reviewed my previous clip, and it does look like I only had 4 axes on me, which is great news. That means we have successfully rescued every single one of them, which is so relieving. Let's grab this one and reorganize our inventory. This time I'm not gonna grab my axes. I'm just gonna drop all of my axes on my base before I use that bridge. But it looks like it's turning night, so it might not even matter. We might not be able to go back to the tropics biome, unfortunately. I spent all my time dying and then trying to recover from that. Okay guys, now that we got all of our axes back, we can finally move on to actually wiring up this little control panel that we have right here and making it so when I press this button, it respawns the utility vehicle. When I press this button, the Giga truck, you know, you get the point. And it will also make all of these hatches go down. They will all open and leave all of these wedges to let all of the wood slide straight onto the conveyor. And guys, in case you're wondering, I definitely did not accidentally record at the wrong FPS value and wire up all of this and get to the outro of this video before realizing that the footage is incredibly laggy, so I had to rip out all of the logic that I had. I definitely did not do that. Please pay no attention to the fact that I have everything all conveniently laid out for me and all out of the box and even bought because we didn't have all of these in the last clip. I definitely did not buy those all in the last clip and had to redo it all. It's all okay. Just don't ask questions, alright? So we're gonna start off by making sure that we have a functioning vault truck spawner. So basically we're just going to need to spawn this Val's all-purpose hauler, aka the long truck, and this long trailer, and we're gonna have to do that all on a separate system. So I'm gonna start off by taking this little skinny smooth wall and I'm gonna place it directly on top of these signal delays. Now this is going to be for the vault truck, this little button right here. We're going to hook it up to the Giga truck spawner. Now something you'll notice is that if I hook this directly up to this knob right here, it's actually going to cross-contaminate all of the signals, and if I press this button, it's actually going to spawn a Giga truck. It's not going to do it right, and obviously we don't want to be spawning a mega truck when we're trying to spawn a vault truck. So we're going to need to find a way to separate the connections and make sure that this wire right here doesn't trigger this wire over here, which goes into the Giga truck spawner system. like so, and that shouldn't actually spawn the Giga truck. Yep, it only triggers that one. But if I want to be absolutely sure, I'm actually going to use an OR gate. Basically, doing it this way, we can trigger this, and we get a output for here and an output for here. So it keeps them very separate, and it also triggers the door. So now what we can do is we can just take a signal from the input and hook it directly into the Giga truck. Now we have this little area which we divert into our vault truck signal delays. Gonna place them in a row. Divert it straight into our vault truck. We're going to want this to trigger the door. I'm gonna use another OR gate. We're just going to reconnect this up to the door. Let's just hook that up to this OR gate. From the second delay, we're gonna take a wire and we're gonna hook it directly up to this long truck like so. We're going to actually want the door to return to its place. From the last output, we're going to spawn the trailer like so. Another OR gate. Now we can connect the Giga truck up to that one side and then connect the vault truck up to the other side, and now we should have a perfectly functioning system. I know it's very messy and you probably can't tell what's going on at all right here. It is just a rat's nest of wires. That's probably fine. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and test it out now. So that should return to here, spawn that truck, spawn that, and just like that, we got ourselves a vault truck. Oh my gosh, that is actually working. Okay, so now we just need to hook the two systems up to this little area right here. It looks like Jab is doing a little bit of some decorations. That's pretty cool. We got ourselves a little stop barrier right here. Okay guys, now it's time to do some wiring for these buttons. So we're gonna be using OR gates to separate the connections between truck spawners and the hatch system, because of course we want all buttons to trigger the hatches, but we don't want one button to spawn all trucks, which would happen if we don't separate the connection. I'm just gonna rotate an OR gate into the top button like so, and to get that to actually work, I'm gonna have to glitch a wire inside of the button and the OR gate. I'll do that later with Jab. And if I place OR gates against the back of the buttons like this, they actually glitch through, and pressing the button still triggers the gate, which saves wires and actually looks pretty cool. Alrighty guys, now it's time to hook up all of these outputs of the OR gates up together, because like I said, they're all going to go to the exact same place, right into the hatches. So basically over here we have some wiring that Jab did. This wire right here, this line, actually directly connects into the input. So you input a line into this wire right here, and then it will output a line that is very sustained, and that will actually go directly into the hatches. So if I just connect a wire from the output of these OR gates up to this wire, we should have a functioning system. So just like that, if we press a button, yep, it does indeed trigger all of the sustains and all of the hatches. Super nice. And now what I can do is I can just take all of these outputs from these buttons, just all of these, and I can just connect them up to their corresponding spawners, and we will be good to go. So I'm going to organize the control panel like this, with the most useful trucks being easiest to reach. So yeah, with that said, it's now time to just wire everything up. So I'm going to start off by wiring up the Giga truck. So I'm just going to take a wire right here. I'm just going to take this little signal, and now we'll be able to feed a signal into this wire, and that should trigger everything. So I'm going to be running the wires underneath the floor right here, because there is just a massive gap under here. Now I'm going to move all of these floors out of the way just so that I can see what I'm doing, and that should just make things a lot clearer. And I'm also going to do that for this side over here. So now we should be able to see exactly what's happening, and we also have a little bit of a gap right here that we can feed all of the wires through, which is super convenient. So I'm just going to place a wire right there, and since this isn't really going to be very visible, I'm not going to worry about making sure that it's all pretty. And just like that guys, we have the wired connection for this button. So now if I press this button, it should actually start spawning a Giga truck over here, and yes indeed it is. So yeah, that is one truck down. We just have 4 more to go. And now we're gonna do the vault truck. So we're just basically gonna do the exact same thing that we did with the Giga truck down here, just with the vault truck. Now we just need to connect the vault truck up into this button right here. And just like that, if we press this button, it should open up all of the hatches, and we should have a vault truck all spawned. And yeah, it's all working. What's Jab saying? He's not complimenting me. Compliment me, bro. Come on. I did it. Don't just say K. He's just commenting on how big of a mess it is. Well done, your best. I'll take the compliment, but I think it's inaccurate. I think Electro is way better at logic than me. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, guys, now it's time to hook up the utility vehicle XL and the utility vehicle. So let's go ahead and take a wire from Jab, sir. Go. I think he's not gonna let me do this. Okay, now we're going to take a wire, and we're gonna take it as far as we can, and we can connect that up to this button right here. Alright, now we just have to do the utility vehicle, and connect it up to this button right here. Now we just have one remaining connection, which, oh, actually, I think Jab might have done it already. So if we press this button, yep, that one over here respawns. Okay, Jab has done everything, so now we have everything completely finished, actually. I think we're just doing some cleanup. But yeah, guys, we should have a fully functioning auto unloader at this point. So let's go ahead and test it all out. So I'm going to start off with this vehicle, which is not wide enough to really stay on the tracks, but, you know, it's still good to have the functionality to be able to use this, although I'm not entirely sure how often I'll use a regular utility vehicle, but we can always just press that button, and yep, looks like it is working, and now that wood should go directly into the sawmill and get processed out, like so, and yeah, that is all functioning. Now we gotta see what happens when we use a utility vehicle XL. Let's go up the ramp and press the button right here, and yep, it all functions perfectly. Of course, as always, since it's an auto unloader, it's just getting all of this wood directly into the system. And let's borrow this truck real quick and see how well this spawner works. Let's just get a little bit of wood just for testing purposes, and looks like Jab got a whole other tree. We're gonna have oak wood for days, guys. Oh my gosh. Jab. Another tree, bro. Oh my gosh. How much oak wood do we even have in the wood storage? I'm pretty sure we have a lot already. Okay, yeah, we're overflowing with oak wood and we're getting more. Oh my gosh. Okay, Jab, that's enough. That's enough. I think he's finally decided to not get more. Okay, we're good. Okay, let's press this button right here, and yep, it is all functioning. Oh my gosh, I just accidentally spawned a Giga truck, and it looks like it took the utility vehicle that was just spawned there with it. Okay, there's 2 steering wheels on this thing. Oh my gosh, it's dancing. Okay, what I was trying to do was spawn a vault truck. Let's go ahead and fill up this vault truck. And let's get this wood in the auto unloader. Up we go. Okay, let's just press this button. And we should get a little bit of a delayed response because, of course, the door has to open. But yeah, it does still work. If we go over here, we should have a perfectly spawned vault truck over here all ready to use. The last thing to test is the Giga truck. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a Giga truck. Move this, press B, and looks like Jab is going to get everything all set up. And now we just gotta go fill this thing up with a ton of wood and see how well the auto unloader deals with it, because that's what I'm most curious to see, how well the auto unloader can handle a Giga truck filled to the brim with wood. Like, that's gonna be difficult for it to just handle all of that for sure. But of course, if this is the ultimate auto unloader upgrade, then we need to make sure that it can handle that. Alrighty guys, we got a full Giga truck just absolutely filled to the brim with elm wood, so now it's time to try unloading it and see how well it goes. Alrighty guys, we got a Giga truck in here. Let's see, we do have this button right here, super easy to press from here, and once we press this button, we should have all of the hatches go down, which they didn't. Oh yeah, we haven't even, I just realized we didn't even hook that up. Shoot, right now Jab is glitching a wire in there. Hopefully we can make it look good. Let's try it out, and yep, that is all working. I don't know what it looks like underneath. Now we do have a bit of an issue over here though. We have a massive blockage happening because we just have so much wood. Let's get this all into a pile. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at this massive pile of elm wood. That is insane, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is massive. All right, attempt number 2. Alrighty guys, we got a whole Giga truck filled to the brim with more Elmwood. Let's just go ahead and bring this on over to the auto unloader. And let's auto unload all of this. So let's get this over here, press this button, and now everything should be working. Now the Giga truck will take a little bit to unspawn. Yep, it did, but that's fine. We just gotta wait for everything to happen. And yeah, of course, things are gonna get jammed just because there's so much wood. And now guys, we just have an insane amount of Elmwood that I literally have no idea what to do with. I literally I'm clueless, guys. This is insane. But yeah, guys, we got this control panel working for every single truck now, which means that we have successfully created the ultimate auto unloader upgrade. And guys, it is so worth it. We got a little control panel over here and a little indicator that tells us when these hatches are gonna go up. We also have this little decoration that Jab added, which is super cool. And on top of that, guys, this whole building just really looks sick, to be honest. I just really like how it looks. I think we've done a great job, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Make sure you pick up this epic 60k merch. We have limited time before it goes off sale when I hit 70k, so make sure you pick it up before then. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video once it's out. Huge thanks to Jab for helping me on this one, by the way. And thank you so much for watching. See ya!